DLSU had an extended first set. It was a close one, 26-24, then 25-13, then 25-23. Exactly like you said, you can't really count them out here. Piojo.
But like Piojo and Aceron.
Aceron said it himself a while ago. They're looking for that confidence, that experience. And you've seen so much growth already from
these boys.
Whoa. There it is. Exactly. Oh, a crafty one from Poquita. Adahar to Campton, met with the UE blockers. Campton again, and the tip will work for Noel Campton. 12 serving 10 here in set number 1. Campton.
Good serve.
Kita. Aceron denied by the Green Spikers. Lassal with an early 3-point lead. Kita will go to Roca, and that'll be a point for Isaiah Roca. Nothing against UP just last Sunday. Maglino goes up and is checked at the net by UE. Together. Great set of middles, and just like that, UE down by 1.
Wow.
Wow. There it is. Roca with 3 points in the match. What a quick one, and that'll work for Rodriguez.
Be quick. Good serve.
Maglino will get that point off the block.
Good pass.
Poquita to Kamaymayan, and the push from Shan Kamaymayan will do it for the Red Warriors.
Going to the right, it went to the left.
Fortuna, and UE could not keep that ball alive.
Seems like it.
Roca, this time another point for Isaiah Roca.
Just 2 points.
Campton, 3 blockers in front. Villanueva will set. Back to Roca. This time he is denied at the net by Lassal. Piojo. Popped up there by Guerrero, but could not keep the ball in play anymore. Campton.
Good save.
Kept alive. And Piojo once again. You see this celebration. And that's a service ace. And just like that, we are all tied up. Del Pilar making amends ASAP.
Yeah. Spot behind the blockers. He just couldn't execute properly.
Poquita. Oh, UE will get that one and win the joust at the net. Pay off 21-20. Maglino. Del Pilar. Kamaymayan. What a crafty move.
You can feel the confidence of UE. He's just there. Pretty quiet for Rodriguez so far, but that was a loud block.
Kamaymayan. And UE still alive here in set 1. It's as close as... Here comes Aceron. Adahar to Maglino.
Oh, good dig.
Crucial one for Villanueva. Piojo! UE will save another set point.
Good serve.
Maglino! There he goes.
He needs a big serve.
Let's see.
That's a good one.
Adahar. Campton. Still alive for Yui.
Chance. Whoa!
Good cover. Chance ball, Red Warriors. Let's see what they do. Poquita to Roy Piojo. Piojo will send Yui to set point.
Poquita, you have to be ready. For me, you have to be ready. They're going to attack your block.
That's going to start with a nice pass. There's Campton. 3 blockers in front. He'll try again. Sit back. And again.
Oh, Chance Yui.
Hold on to your seats. Campton goes up and Campton will score. My goodness. After 3.
Front row.
Adahar to Campton.
Oh, Chance.
Great save to keep that alive.
Getting goosebumps.
But the action continues. 27-all.
Good pass.
Piojo
What
popped
a
up
dig.
by Guerrero at the back. Poquita. Piojo. Medina was there. Campton! Who else? But definitely delivering at the clutch. 4 points for him. Piojo! Lassal still keeping this in play. They are going to send this over. What will UE do? They go to Roy Piojo. And there is a check. And UE is going to get a point.
A question now for Lassal. Are you going to go more to Campton? He had a few sets in the first set. Oh, good
What
save.
a way to keep that alive, Lassal. And Piojo will try and Piojo will score an attack point. Poquita will set up Roca. Popped up by Layog. Campton. Oh, and the Campton setting will work for MJ. Layog. Aceron. And this time, Campton could not keep it up. UE will get the point after that. When you lose a set and you carry that adrenaline to the next one.
Really depends on how you see it, you know, glass half empty or half full. It's how you view things. For you,
Isaiah Roca straight to Campton. Hernandez. Aceron was there. And Guerrero and Del Pilar combining for that.
I'm sure they've practiced that so many
Lots of times in the previous set. Oh, and that'll do for Poquita. Fortuna this time will break down the block. Against UP, he only had 10. Now he's at 9.
Oh.
And Hernandez will answer back. Bump the lead back to 2. Adahar. Piojo once again.
What do you expect after the
What?
first set?
Another 30-28.
32-30.
Campton. That drops on the line. And that definitely does come with
It
experience.
does. And Ventura's in for Lassal.
Piojo. Had to adjust midair. Hernandez. That's instant impact for Hernandez here in set 2. Beautiful. 7 points for him. Piojo.
Good dig.
Poquita will go to Roca this time. And nobody home for DLSU to get past the DLSU defense. Adahar. And UE will get a block point. Piojo straight to Guerrero. Layog this time for the Red Warriors. 12 serving 14. Adahar. Oh, what a play!
Short serve.
Aceron goes up. Popped up by Campton. Hernandez with a tip.
Good save.
Del Pilar. Crafty one to score that. Truly effective for the Green Spikers. They have a 5-point lead as it stands. UE desperately needing an answer. Not this time. Adahar, what a play!
What a play, and why not? You're gonna hit, you hit, you know? And he's saying that try to go to the middles. Like
there
that.
It is. They took notes and they delivered.
Wow.
Powerful. Scoring back-to-back points. Much needed ones.
Wow.
It's very straight to the point.
And Magallanes. And remember, for those who watched Ateneo Lassal game, Young Mendoza was big in that 5th set. Wow.
RJ Magallanes immediately 21-14. Mendoza will go up. And Piojo will get that point. Ball touched the antenna on the Lassal side. Piojo sent back by DLSU. Aceron from the back row. Popped up there. Layug this time, and that'll do it for Lassal.
Here and there.
Well, Lassal is 2 points away from taking the set. Adahar to Mendoza.
Oh.
And a rocket of a serve will end.
Boy, the bench has been delivering as well for Lassal. 1 ace from Magallanes, 1 ace from Young Mendoza.
That interview a while ago, Noel Campton was saying they are chasing that Final Four spot. UST won a while ago. If Lassal wins this, they're going to tie UST.
And then you said there's a traffic jam. USC 7-4, Lassal 6-4, Ateneo 6-5. So yeah, I mean, those 3 teams want to avoid any complications moving forward.
That's what they are gunning for here in the tournament.
Yeah.
1-1 is how we start set number 3. Campton will get that point off the hands.
Hard to get that point. Sometimes the most basic of hits are the ones that are effective. What a serve.
Poquita to Piojo. Popped up there by Hernandez. This time, Campton. UE could not keep it alive. Another point for Campton.
Case in point. 25-16. You want to change that here in the 3rd set. It's a must-win for UE.
Piojo will go up.
Oh.
Lassal net defense was on point for that. Not in play anymore. Straight to Hernandez. The serve. Adahar to Campton. Kamaymayan. Oh. And UE could not keep that alive. But we haven't heard a lot from DeFeo. Only 2 points.
Today, huh?
Oh. RJ Magallanes. Poquita, Kamaymayan with a push. That will drop on the line for Shan Kamaymayan.
Adjusts in midair.
You don't know what he's gonna do with it.
Just finding the line.
He's having so much. Here in set number 3, Magallanes. DeFeo, straight to Campton. Magallanes to Hernandez.
Oh, good save.
UE with the chase. Aceron. There it is.
Yeah, that's a great hit by Aceron. That was actually a
Adahar will find Hernandez for that one. Here in the UAAP. Poquita. Oh, what a beautiful attack there by Josh Pozas.
For me, they need to try to feed him more.
Exactly.
You have to give him the confidence. You know what he can do. He can score.
8 serving 11. Adahar will go to Hernandez. Wow. Nobody there to keep that ball alive. Look at this replay.
Yeah, back row kill. Great set once again. You know what I feel? Coach Joe is probably to play, to be prepared to play for next year without Noel Campton.
Right?
I mean, they're really distributing the ball to the rest. Look at that. Yet another good set.
Another point for RJ Magallanes. The previous set already has 3 points in the match. Campton. UE blockers were ready. Hernandez. Ball still in play. Piojo.
Wow.
Popped up by De Castro. Rally ongoing, and it's ended by Roy Piojo. Take a look at this again. Roy Piojo just using the fingers. Magallanes and Ventura. They were down by as much as 5 here in the set.
They like this rotation.
And Yui has a chance with this one here. Kamay Mayan!
Wow.
Ties things up.
We're talking about from UE, the same intensity we saw in set
1.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You see the difference? More sets.
Lassal, could they answer? And they do, courtesy of RJ Magallanes.
Yeah, you can see the numbers of Piojo. You're tied the game. Now try to get the lead.
Campton will get the lead. Guy on your screen.
Yes, well, Campton. Really clutch.
Well, Pokita. Adahar. That dunk will do.
Very few options. You need to defend that.
Eko Adahar, the 3rd best setter in the league. That'll be a point for UE. Here at the Big Dome. Ventura. What a way for Ventura.
A lot of strong Ventura hits so far today. Bit cautious on his end. Must win for UE. Good pass.
Pozas. Popped up by Ventura. Pokita to Campton. And there is a touch. Back to the action. Pokita to Mendoza. Breaking down. Nagkamay-mayan Pozas net defense.
Yeah, must be now in to serve for Lassal. 1 point.
Pozas.
Good pass.
Mendoza! What a kill!
Not too sure about who to guard at this point. Young Mendoza, look at that.
Again, lots at stake for DLSU. They're going to be tying UST in the Final Four if they win this match. Piojo!
Wow.
Denied at the net. Lassal just 2 points away. Pokita. Piojo again. Not that time. Pokita will trust Piojo with this sand. It pays. He read it very well. Take a look at this again. Piojo just going up and this block just landing on the line. Young Mendoza. Aceron. Popped up by Guerrero. Pokita all the way to Hernandez.
Good dig.
Villanueva was there. Aceron will get it off the hands of Magallanes.
Huge.
Lassal still at match point. UE serving.
Good serve.
Ventura. That'll do it for DLSU against the Red Warriors. That was a really close set. But